Hello students, today I'll be demonstrating you the trainer kit we'll be using in our laboratory. So you could see here in the video, this is the digital trainer kit you'll be using for your laboratory sessions. So I'll just demonstrate what are those things we'll be using. As you see here, there is at the top you could see here, this is a power on button. So if you put it down, this means this is at off state, and you turn it up, it means it is in a high state. So this is how you on and off the power button here. And towards this side you can see there is a 7-segment display, A, B, C, D, E, F, G. Okay, so these are the different 7-segment display we'll be using. And towards here you can see you're having the logic, what you're seeing the switches here in the red color, these are all the logic output indicators, and this in the black color, it need not be black color, it is completely based on the digital trainer kit, so it could be of any color here like yellow or black. So all of these are logic input switches, these are logic output switches. So this here you can see the LED, all LEDs be placed, and these are the different LEDs where you can see when it is turned high and low, there is an high and low symbol been given here. When you turn it down like this, that means you have made it low. When you turn it up like this, that means you have made it high, and it's indicating 1, low indicating 0. Remember that, high indicates 1, low indicating 0. So this is the how do you get the logic input switches. When you want to indicate 0, you give it to low. When you want to indicate high, you give it to 1. So these are the input you're giving, and when you're giving to 1, in order to notify, we are connecting to any one of these output indicators. So those are the logic input and output switches. And here you could see you are having different IC slots, or we call it as IC beds. You can see here the different IC beds. So mostly we are using any of these IC beds we are using. So to make the connections, we are using these slots here. What you're seeing, this is the IC holder. As you could see, this is IC holder. Here you can see this is how much. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So one side there are 8 pin slots. That means the other side is it's also 8. So this is a 16 pin IC holder. This is a 16 pin IC holder, you could see. So similarly we have 4 IC holders like this in this trainer kit, which is of 16 pins IC holder. And you could also see there is one more bigger IC slot here. This is a 20 on each side pin, so it holds together 40 pin IC. So 40 pin IC can be fitted into this IC slot here. Okay, so this is the IC bed, and here these are the pins. So as in the trainer kit you can see this is 16-bit IC holder, so there are 16 slots through which we can connect the patch cords here. So what are patch cords? You can see the numbering here. So 1 to 8 and then 9 to 16. But our OR gate and all NOT gate and all we are using here is of 14 pin. That is why we'll be using the numbering from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And our 8th pin will be directly parallel to this. So this will be 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 and 14. So this will be the 14 pins we'll be using here in order to connect to this IC here being placed. So what are patch cords? I'll just show you what are patch cords. So these are the patch cords we'll be using in our laboratory. It looks something like this. These are the wires, you call it as patch cords. Okay, you can see here. So this will be using to connect to this slots given here. Here we'll be connecting here. So important thing you need to notice, these are very delicate. You cannot use them. You have to use it very cautiously. So remember that. So wear and tear will happen. Remember to use it very cautiously, because in order to put it inside the slots, and while pulling, just see to that you're holding this here, you're holding the patch cord here and inserting and then pulling out. Otherwise this may turn out, it may come out, and then damage may happen to the patch cords. Okay, these are the patch cords. Now let's see regarding the ICs. Here I have different ICs. Is it visible? Okay, if you can see properly, this is the IC. Okay, this is the IC. You can see here the IC looks like this. The numbering here, this is an OR gate IC, which is 7432. This is an OR gate IC, which you can see a 14-bit IC will look something like this. Let's just count and see. Okay, 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 7 here, and this side 1 2 3 4 5 6 7. So altogether this is a 14-pin IC I'm having in my hand, and that is what I'll be inserting and showing you how to place the IC into the IC slot. Okay, if you see here, how to read the pin numbers from this IC. So always you should remember that there is a notch at the top. You could see here there is a notch at the top, or an edge we call this. This is called as the right way how to place an IC. You cannot insert it in this way. So you cannot insert it this way. So remember, you have to insert it at the top. So this, the edge or the notch, like you're seeing, no, this has to be placed at the top. So I'll insert it like this. So the first place here, okay, first slots where the ICs will be inserted, therein you're gonna insert your IC like this. Okay, so when I'm IC slot will be something like this. So once I close this, so tightly my IC will be fixed into the IC slot. So are you seeing here? Now my IC has been fixed into the IC slot. It is not movable, it is tightly fixed. So I'm trying to remove, it is not coming out because it is fixed over there in the IC slot. So you could see all my 14 pins have been placed into this IC slot. 2 pins are remaining because this is a 16-bit pin. So if you see here, to the first pin you're connecting something. So I'm making a connection. Then what I'm supposed to do to the first pin means you're making a connection to pin number 1. To the second pin you're making a connection to pin number 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, which will be my 8th pin. This is not my 8th pin. Remember, you need to forget these 2 pins here, these 2. So 8, the parallel to this will be 8th pin, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 and 14. Okay, these are the 14 pins you're going to connect for your connections or the circuit we are ringing up. And then you're having the ground connections. So we know that, or you recall the concepts of your, I think it has been taught in the theory class. So 7 will be always connected to ground, and VCC plus 5 volts we are supposed to give. So you can see here there is a plus 5 volts VCC that will be connected to the 14th pin. So which is my 14th pin? Here, this is the 14th pin, because these 2 slots I'm not considering. So these are the 14 pins I'm going to consider. 1 to 7 here, 8th pin will be connected here, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 and 14. So 14 will be connected to this VCC here.